What I'm about to show you will make you cry, make you angry, and then make you believe in justice again. An entitled 23-year-old walks into Judge Frank Caprio's courtroom after destroying a single mother's Christmas. But when she texts her billionaire father during the victim's testimony and Judge Caprio reads those messages aloud, what happens next becomes the most shared courtroom video of the year. I'm warning you right now, this story will break you emotionally. This story went viral with over 8 million views in 72 hours, changed drunk driving laws in 3 states, and showed millions of people what real accountability looks like. Before we dive in, less than 4% of you watching are actually subscribed. Hit that subscribe button because what you're about to witness proves that sometimes justice and compassion can coexist. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? Drop your city because this story deserves to reach every corner of the world. It's 11:27 p.m. on Christmas Eve, and Providence is blanketed in snow. Maria Chen, a 34-year-old single mother, is driving home from her nursing shift with her 3 children in the back seat. Sophie, 10, Tyler, 8, and Emma, 6. In the trunk are wrapped Christmas presents, $2,400 worth of gifts that Maria saved for over 11 months. Every extra shift, every skipped lunch, every sacrifice so her children could have one perfect Christmas morning. Behind Maria's Honda, a black Mercedes G-Wagon approaches at 73 miles per hour in a 30 zone. The driver is Lauren Ashford, 23, daughter of billionaire tech CEO Richard Ashford. Her blood alcohol content is 0.18, more than twice the legal limit. She's texting her boyfriend, angry after arguing with her father. She doesn't see the red light. She doesn't see Maria's stopped Honda. She doesn't see the 3 children in the back seat. The impact happens at 11:29 p.m. Maria's Honda is thrown into the intersection. The trunk bursts open. Wrapped presents explode across Hope Street like confetti, boxes tumbling through snow, wrapping paper tearing. Inside the car, Emma is screaming. Tyler is crying, holding his arm. Sophie has a cut above her eyebrow. Maria tastes blood, but her first thought is her children. Around them, destroyed Christmas presents scatter across the street. A baby doll with a cracked face. A gaming console with a shattered screen. Books soaked in slush. Everything Maria worked for, destroyed. Providence police officer Marcus Johnson arrives 4 minutes later. His body camera captures everything. He finds Maria standing in the street holding 6-year-old Emma while Sophie and Tyler sit on the curb with blankets from neighbors. Destroyed presents everywhere. "Ma'am, are you injured?" Officer Johnson approaches Lauren, still sitting in her Mercedes. "Do you know who my father is?" Lauren says, reeking of alcohol, eyes glassy. "Ma'am, step out of the vehicle." "I'm calling my father. You're making a huge mistake." The body camera shows Officer Johnson's patients wearing thin. He asks her to perform field sobriety tests. She fails every one. When he requests a breathalyzer, Lauren's response is caught on audio. "This is ridiculous. That woman pulled out in front of me. Her kids aren't even hurt. It's just stuff. We'll just buy them new stuff." Officer Johnson looks at the destroyed presents, at Maria holding her sobbing child. "Just stuff," he repeats quietly, disgust in his voice. Lauren Ashford is arrested at 11:53 p.m. She's released 4 hours later after her father's attorney arrives with $50,000 in cash bail. Maria and her children spend Christmas Eve in the emergency room. Sophie needs 6 stitches. Tyler has a sprained wrist. Emma is physically fine but traumatized. They get home at 4:30 a.m. on Christmas morning. There are no presents. Christmas is destroyed. If you're already feeling the weight of this story, hit that like button. Your engagement helps stories like this reach people who need to see that justice still exists. 21 days later, the case reaches Judge Frank Caprio's courtroom. It's a Tuesday morning, 10 a.m., and the courtroom is packed. At 10:15, Lauren Ashford walks in wearing a Burberry coat that costs more than Maria's monthly rent. Designer handbag, perfect hair, and makeup. She looks like she's heading to brunch, not facing criminal charges. Maria is already seated, wearing her nursing scrubs, exhausted from working double shifts trying to replace what was destroyed. Judge Caprio enters. Everyone rises. He takes his seat, adjusts his glasses, looks at Lauren. "Miss Ashford, You're charged with driving under the influence, reckless driving, and 3 counts of child endangerment from Christmas Eve. How do you plead? Her attorney stands immediately. Your Honor, my client pleads not guilty. We believe this was an unfortunate accident, that Miss Ashford's blood alcohol was within acceptable limits. Judge Caprio's eyebrows rise. Counselor, the breathalyzer showed .18. That's more than twice the legal limit. We'll be filing motions to suppress. Judge Caprio nods slowly. Before we discuss motions, I'd like to hear from the victim. Miss Chen, please approach. Maria stands, hands shaking. She's sworn in, takes her seat. Miss Chen, can you tell me what happened on Christmas Eve? Maria takes a deep breath. Your Honor, I was stopped at a red light. I'd just finished a 14-hour shift. My 3 children were in the back seat. It was 11:30 at night, and I was thinking about how excited they'd be Christmas morning. She pauses. Then there was this terrible sound. We were thrown forward. My children were screaming. I thought we might die. Thank God you didn't. What happened after? I checked my children first. Emma was hysterical. Tyler was holding his arm. Sophie had blood on her face. Then I saw all the presents in the street. Her voice gets quieter. I'd been saving for 11 months, $2,400, every extra shift. Things I knew would make them happy, and they were just scattered everywhere, destroyed. Judge Caprio removes his glasses. What did the defendant say to you? She said, it's just stuff. We'll just buy you new stuff. The courtroom stirs. Judge Caprio's jaw tightens. He looks at Lauren, who's scrolling through her phone under the table. Miss Ashford, are you texting right now? Lauren looks up, startled. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was just checking something. During the victim's testimony, put the phone away, now. Lauren drops it into her handbag with an exaggerated sigh everyone hears. Judge Caprio returns to Maria. Can you tell me about the impact on your children? Maria starts crying. Your Honor, Emma is 6. She had nightmares for 2 weeks. She won't get in a car without crying. Tyler sprained his wrist, missed baseball training. Sophie needed stitches. She has a scar she'll have forever. She looks at Lauren. But it's not the physical injuries that hurt most. We didn't have Christmas. I told them presents didn't matter, but they're children. They don't understand. Santa didn't come. The one day that's supposed to be magical was taken by someone who couldn't stop drinking and texting. Guys, what happens next is explosive. If you're not subscribed, hit that button now because Judge Caprio is about to do something unprecedented. I work 2 jobs, Your Honor, Maria continues through tears. I'm all they have. I worked so hard to give them one special day. She took that. She said it was just stuff. But it was 11 months of sacrifice, 11 months of choosing work over time with my children so I could give them one perfect morning. Miss Chen, did Miss Ashford reach out after the accident to apologize, to check on your children? Maria shakes her head. No, Your Honor. The only communication was from her attorney 3 days ago, offering me $500 not to testify today. The courtroom erupts. Judge Caprio slams his gavel. Order! He looks at Lauren's attorney. Is that true? Did you offer $500 not to testify? The attorney stands, less confident now. Your Honor, we made an offer to settle privately. That's witness tampering, counselor. You're dangerously close to contempt. Judge Caprio stands and walks around his bench, eliminating the formal distance. Miss Ashford, stand up, please. Lauren stands slowly, inconvenienced rather than remorseful. Miss Ashford, I've been on this bench for over 30 years. I've seen thousands of DUI cases, people who make genuine mistakes and feel truly sorry. He pauses. You are not one of those people. Your Honor, I'm not finished. You drove drunk on Christmas Eve at 73 miles per hour texting. You destroyed Christmas for a family that saved all year. Your response was, it's just stuff. Do you understand what you took from those children? Not just presents, but their faith, their safety, their belief that the world is fair. Lauren opens her mouth, but her phone buzzes in her handbag. Everyone hears it. Miss Ashford, is that your phone? I told you to silence it. It's just a text. I'll ignore it. The same way you ignored the red light, the speed limit, the consequences? Lauren reaches into her bag, glances at the screen, and starts typing. Miss Ashford, are you texting right now in my courtroom? Lauren looks up, caught. I'm just telling my dad what's happening. Your father? Give me that phone, right now. What? Hand me that phone immediately. Lauren reluctantly hands over her iPhone. Judge Caprio looks at the screen and his expression changes to disbelief. He starts reading aloud. Dad, this judge is being so unreasonable. The woman is literally crying about Christmas presents. Like, we'll just buy her new stuff. Can you call someone? I want this over with. I have lunch plans at 12:30. The courtroom explodes. Judge Caprio holds up his hand for silence. He scrolls up. These are from this morning. Ugh, I have to go to court today for that stupid Christmas thing. So annoying. And this one at 9:53. I'm not wearing the conservative outfit you suggested. This isn't a big deal. He scrolls further. This was sent at 10:21 while Miss Chen was testifying. Dad, seriously, call Judge Caprio's office. This is ridiculous. I said we'd pay for stuff. What more does she want? What more does she want? Judge Caprio's voice rises. She wants her children to feel safe. She wants Christmas back. She wants 1 ounce of genuine remorse. He looks at the phone again. And this one sent 4 minutes ago. Dad, get me out of this. She's being so dramatic. It's not like her kids died. The courtroom goes silent. Maria stands up, body shaking. It's not like my kids died. You could have killed them. 73 miles per hour, drunk, texting. My 6-year-old has nightmares. You're texting your daddy that I'm being dramatic because they didn't die? Judge Caprio gently guides Maria to her seat. Miss Ashford, I'm going to call your father. Right now, on speakerphone. Your Honor, that's not... Her attorney starts. Bailiff, get me Richard Ashford's office number. The phone rings. A professional voice answers. Richard Ashford's office. This is Judge Frank Caprio from Providence Municipal Court. I need Mr. Ashford immediately regarding his daughter's case. 1 moment, please. A confident male voice comes on. Judge Caprio, this is Richard Ashford. Mr. Ashford, I'm in the middle of Lauren's hearing. I'm putting you on speakerphone in a full courtroom. Understood. Your daughter is facing DUI charges from Christmas Eve where she crashed into a vehicle with 3 children. Are you aware? I am, Judge. Whatever compensation is needed, I'll provide. Immediately. Mr. Ashford, this isn't about money. Your daughter has been texting you throughout this hearing, including during victim testimony, complaining the victim is dramatic, calling this stupid, asking you to call my office, saying it's not like her kids died. Silence. Then, she's been what? Texting you throughout the hearing. The silence stretches. Put her on. Lauren's face goes pale. Dad, I can explain. Put her on the phone, Judge. Lauren picks up with shaking hands. Dad, he's making it sound worse. I read your texts, Lauren. Every one. Jennifer forwarded them. You called the mother of 3 children you nearly killed dramatic. Is that true? Dad, I didn't nearly kill anyone. It was just an accident. Just an accident? You were drunk. 73 and a 30. Texting on Christmas Eve. You don't understand. She's making it sound worse. The presents weren't that expensive. Judge Caprio interrupts. Mr. Ashford, back on speaker. I think everyone needs to hear what a father sounds like when he chooses accountability. The phone goes back to speaker. Judge Caprio, everyone in that courtroom, I want to say something. Richard Ashford's voice carries weight. I have failed as a father. The courtroom is silent. I gave Lauren everything, the best schools, money, freedom, but I didn't give her what she needed. I didn't teach her that actions have consequences, that other people's suffering matters, that you can't buy your way out of responsibility. Dad, what are you... I'm not finished, Lauren. Judge Caprio, whatever sentence you believe appropriate, I support completely. No lawyer games, no appeals. My daughter needs to learn consequences. Mr. Ashford, the state is recommending... I don't care what they're recommending, Judge. With respect, they're being too lenient. My daughter destroyed Christmas for 3 children. She could have killed them. She's been complaining about lunch plans. There need to be real consequences. What did you have in mind? First, whatever fines you impose, I'll double and donate to charity. Second, whatever jail time, Lauren serves every day. No bail, no early release. Third, I want Lauren to work minimum wage for 1 full year. Retail, service industry, where she'll meet the people she's dismissed. Fourth, I'm cutting off her credit cards, allowance, family money. She'll live on what she earns. pay her own rent, understand what it means to save 11 months for Christmas. Fifth, I'm selling her Mercedes. She can take the bus or save for her own car. Finally, Judge, I'd like to address Miss Chen directly. Of course. Miss Chen, I'm ashamed. Ashamed my daughter did this. Ashamed she showed no remorse. Ashamed I raised someone so callous. I'd like to meet you, if you will allow it. I'd like to personally replace everything destroyed. Not to buy forgiveness, but because it's right. I'd like to set up education funds for each of your children. Make sure your family never has to work double shifts for Christmas again, and apologize to your children for what my daughter did. The courtroom is silent except for crying. Mr. Ashford, that's incredibly generous. It's not generous, Judge. It's necessary. I've been enabling her for years. I thought I was helping. I was destroying her. Can you come to Providence this afternoon? I'll be there in 20 minutes. I'm leaving now. The line goes dead. Lauren is staring in panic. You can't do this. This is my life. Miss Ashford, Judge Caprio says quietly, this is your life. The life you created. This is the consequence of your choices. 45 minutes later, Richard Ashford enters the courtroom. He walks directly to Maria first. Miss Chen, I'm so deeply sorry for what my daughter did. Then he walks to Lauren. He doesn't hug her. We'll talk later. Right now, listen to Judge Caprio and accept whatever he decides. Understand? Lauren nods miserably. Judge Caprio returns to the bench. Miss Lauren Ashford, stand. Lauren stands. The evidence is overwhelming. Blood alcohol 0.18, 73 and a 30, texting while driving. You crashed into 3 children on Christmas Eve. Destroyed $2,000 of presents. Showed no remorse. Attempted to bribe the victim, texted during this hearing calling her dramatic and saying, it's not like her kids died, and he pauses. However, I've witnessed something remarkable, a father choosing accountability over protection. Here is your sentence. 90 days, Providence County Jail, every day, no early release, $5,000 for reckless driving, $15,000 for 3 counts child endangerment, license suspended 2 years, 200 hours community service with drunk driving victims. Alcohol counseling twice weekly for 1 year. Written apology to each child. Minimum wage employment for 1 year after release. Restitution of $2,400 for presents plus $15,000 for pain and suffering. Total financial penalty, $42,400. Mr. Ashford will double it, donating $42,000 to charity Miss Chen chooses. Lauren looks faint. Miss Ashford, you thought your father's money would save you. You were wrong. Your father did something today that took courage. He chose to be a good parent instead of a protective parent. That's real love, not Mercedes and credit cards. The kind that says, you're better than this. 90 days gives you time to think. Minimum wage for a year teaches you what it means to work. 2 years without a license teaches you driving is a privilege. Community service shows you real consequences. Judge Caprio stands. You can emerge bitter or better. The choice is yours, but the consequence is real, starting now. Bailiff, take Miss Ashford into custody. As Lauren is led away in handcuffs, she looks back at her father. Richard Ashford doesn't look away, but doesn't comfort her. He just nods once. 6 months later, Lauren has served her 90 days and is working at Target, making $14 an hour. She lives in a small studio, takes the bus, attends counseling. The entitlement is gone. She wrote real letters to Sophie, Tyler, and Emma. Sophie wrote back, I forgive you, but please don't ever drink and drive again. 1 year later, Richard Ashford meets Lauren at a coffee shop. I'm proud of you. For the first time in your life, I'm genuinely proud. Lauren cries, it was the hardest year of my life. I know, but look at you now. You're working for things, appreciating what you have, thinking about others. That's the daughter I always wanted. Richard kept every promise. $50,000 education funds for each child, $42,000 to Maddie, $17,000 to Maria. He started the Second Chance Foundation for drunk driving victims and rehabilitation. Lauren now volunteers, speaking at high schools about her experience. Judge Caprio later said this was his most memorable case, not because of the crime, but what happened after. A father chose accountability. A daughter learned consequences. A victim found justice. That's what the system should do, transform. Maria's children are thriving. Sophie is 13, barely notices her scar. Tyler made all-star baseball. Emma no longer fears cars. Every Christmas Eve, Maria takes her children to volunteer at a homeless shelter, telling them the story of the Christmas destroyed and then restored through accountability and second chances. Lauren Ashford walked into court expecting money to save her. Instead, her father's love saved her by refusing to protect her from consequences she needed. That's justice. That's transformation. That's Judge Frank Caprio's legacy.